Iman Gadzhi has generated over $100 million while selling info courses with his personal brand. Today, I've cracked the code and I'm going to reveal to you how he did it and how you could copy his strategy. I'm going to be breaking down his entire funnel from the beginning to the end and show you some holes where he's losing money that can easily be patched up. Now, why am I even credible to talk on this? Well, my name is Jonathan, and at our company, the Scaling Consultant, we help high-ticket coaches build systems so they can grow their brands, work less, and earn more. So, Iman Gadzhi follows a very simple strategy that caused his brand to blow up. It's called TNT method. It's divided into three parts. The first T is traffic, because if you can't generate enough attention from people, then how would they buy something from you if they don't know it exists? And then the second letter is N for nurture, because not only do people need to know you exist, but they need to trust you before they could ever want to invest their hard-earned money into any of your valid products. And then we have the last T, which is transaction, because once people trust you and see you offer value into their lives, you'll be able to convert them into loyal customers by creating products or services that solve their problems. Now, I know that all of this looks like a lot, but I'm going to keep it as simple as possible so you can implement parts of this strategy into your business today. So we're going to start with traffic. So these are all the channels that Iman likes to use to generate his traffic. We're going to first talk about his YouTube a little bit. I'm going to give a brief overview over all of them right now, and then we're going to go more in depth on how he uses them. So with YouTube, this is honestly his biggest traffic source, because right now on his main channel, he has, in the past 30 days, he's been able to generate about 60,000 subscribers, and he's been able to garner almost 2 million views in just the past 30 days alone. And his videos were generating about, I say about what, 50 to 100,000 views per video, which is pretty insane given how old his channel is. It's about almost a decade old, if not more. But he also has his Iman Gadzhi Unscripted channel, where this pretty much has daily vlogs in his life. It just talks about who he is and what he's doing right now. And this channel alone has been able to garner about 60,000 subscribers in the past 30 days. It's not his biggest channel, obviously, but it's the second biggest one that he has right now. And he's been able to garner about 1 million views on his videos, and on average, his videos in this channel were generating about 20,000 to 100,000 views per video. And then we have his relatively new channel, the Iman Gadzhi Business Channel, which in the past 30 days, he's only garnered about 800 subscribers. And in total views, in the past 30 days, he's only been able to get about 25,000 views. Although this is his smallest channel, his videos were averaging about 2,000 to about 10,000 views. Although this channel is smaller than the others, this one actually probably generates him more money, because his ICP are people generally making 20,000 plus a month, and his objective is to then scale them to the $10 million plus in profit, as you can tell by the banner. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is that you can have a small channel, but if you have an ICP that's willing to pay the bigger bucks, a smaller channel can make you far more than a channel that has like millions of views. All right, now let's talk about his Instagram. So right now, he has almost 2.5 million followers. Right now, he's repping WAP, talking about their 1.7 billion GMV. And for those of you that don't know, GMV is just the gross merchandise value. What it means is that that's the total value of goods sold through an e-commerce platform or store before you remove any costs or fees or anything of the such. And not only that, but he's also repping, now that he's a new owner of consulting.com, and one of his quote-unquote side projects, he also has his own brand, The Hills. And what's interesting about his Instagram is that there are multiple Instagram accounts. Believe it or not, these aren't even owned by him. These are literally his fans. His fans generate a bunch of fan accounts, and this alone he uses to generate traffic to lead people to want to research him, go a little bit deeper into who he is. But we'll dive a little bit deeper in that in a little bit. But literally, he has a whole army of clippers that just take his most viral clips, create Instagram accounts on his behalf, basically. And these accounts are not small. They can range to as little as like 9,000 followers, all the way up to 1.2 million off a fan account. Like, just think about all that traffic he's generating just off his own Clippers teams, off his own fans. And not only that, he also uses X as another platform for him to post. Here, generally, we'll go a little bit more in depth on it, but he pretty much just posts stuff about his daily life, talks about his big brands. This is one of the channels he likes to advertise a lot of the companies he starts up. And not only that, he also has his own TikTok. Right now, his TikTok is booming. It has, by now, definitely over 4 million followers. So on his main TikTok, he just takes up clips from his YouTube channel and just posts it there. And then he also does the same thing for his Iman Gadzhi Unscripted channel. He has another account just for it. And the same thing as Instagram. A team of clippers and fans generating a bunch of content for him. And again, these are not small accounts. They can easily go from almost 9,000 followers all the way up to like 55,000, 400,000 followers. Like, it's actually insane. And these are all free. Some of these are from his clippers, but they're also from his fans. And we're gonna go more in depth about why his fans are even doing this. Then he has a LinkedIn page, which has been kind of dead, but we'll go more in depth on it. And then one of his new acquisitions, WAP, is actually a big reason why all these accounts from TikTok and Instagram are booming. It's because he had like his own WAP challenges, which incentivizes his fans to make more content based off of his content, essentially, to make more of these accounts so you can generate more traffic. Because the more eyes you have, it doesn't matter. As long as the more eyes you get, you can even if they're not all like good eyes, like people you can even sell things to, part of the process is creating a system where you can filter them out into to find viable clients. So it's great that he's able to generate traffic, but once you get people's attention, you need to use that attention properly. You need to nurture them. So this is how Iman Gadzhi loves to nurture his people. We're going to go to the separate channels I just previously talked about, and we're going to go on a deep dive. So let's start with YouTube. By far, his biggest traffic channel. Right now, he's been on YouTube for about 10 years, which is the duration he's been on YouTube literally helps him in sales. Because it adds that social proof that he's not just some random guy. He started from a certain point and he got elevated. He started from the bottom. He basically has like a rags to riches story, or at the very least, he portrays that. So we're gonna start with his main channel. So on his main channel, all he has a bunch of videos, just essentially is free value for his fans. He has a certain ICP here, generally people from the age range of like 20 years old, or people who are just starting out in their adult life, or right before they start their own careers, or they're trying to find meaning. He offers a lot of free sauce, a lot of free value. So this is one of the nurture funnels he uses for his YouTube. Feel free to start taking even more notes. This is definitely like the meat. So in his YouTube nurture funnel, what he likes to do for his main channel is that he just creates videos that give free value. Like, for instance, one of his videos was how to un-F your life, 7 productivity rules of the top 1%. It's literally just a video that teaches you how to be productive, time management, and things of that nature. And the funny thing and the great thing about videos like this is that in the description, or even at the end of the video, he then offers another video that you can go into. And that's like such a powerful thing, because YouTube loves to promote content that keeps people on their platform. So if you create a video and then it leads them to another video and it keeps people on for a longer duration, they'll promote your content because you're keeping people on the platform, which is what the platform wants: more eyes on their stuff. So this video then leads you into the laziest way to make money online in 2025, $100 per day. So in this video, This is called a soft CTA. So the way this nurture funnel works, a soft CTA is then when they recommend you to another piece of nurturing content where it's not too direct, but it's building up people's knowledge of you. So as they get to know you, they get to trust you, and they also get an opportunity to like you as they get to know who you are and your personality. And then what this video pretty much talks to you about is, well, what to do now that you know how to be productive. Because he taught you to be productive. Now let's use that productivity to build businesses, make money. So in this video, he explains different business models, how to make digital products, and then he explains how digital products is the best model, really. And then he recently acquired WAP, so he throws in a little something on why WAP is the best option to run this model on. Hey, that's a great way to get your people, your new fans, to opt into your new product. And then this video also has its own soft CTA, and it leads into this. It's boring, but it will make even beginners millionaires in 2025. Insane. And what makes this video even more insane is literally a video sales letter that's garnered 2 million views. Just think about that for a second. 2 million people saw a video sales letter for a product you're trying to sell. Like, even if like 1% of those people decide to opt in, that's like that's 1,000. Yeah, that's that's like 1,000 people right there that just bought your product. That's crazy. But this video was it would decide to go more in the hard CTA direction because it recommended a product and directed you to a specific product link, as you can see all the way down here. It just goes straight to a product. But I decided to watch the video. I watched all these videos, but for this one, I'm gonna break it down for you so you can learn and build your own VSLs based off what he did. And clearly, it's been hyper successful. It's been very successful for him. So in the first part of the video, in the intro, in the first 16 seconds, he sets up by explaining why you should listen to him by mentioning how much he makes, so giving them social proof, and then he tells you that he's going to give you the 5 raw truths to making money. And then the next 17 to about a minute and 24 seconds, he talks about timing. He reframes your definition on how to be successful by explaining that timing in the market is more important than hard work or consistency. Yeah, that's a crazy reframe, but it works. He explains it in a way that it's just digestible. And then he mentions how hard work is required. He explains how hard work is necessary, but further emphasizes that timing is more critical and is different from luck. See, right now, he's trying to remove the luck factor from quote-unquote timing the market. So as he explains this, he says that there are 2 different types of timing, and that market timing is the current state of the overall commerce space. So now he's redefined timing the market to just saying, all right, how is everything looking right now from abroad? And then in the second form of timing is career timing. This is where he makes the argument that most people know that now is the best time to make money online, but don't. So now he's creating that FOMO. So for people who are like, oh no, all right, what am I missing out on? How can I make money right now? And then he's mentioned why you should not follow your passion. And he starts to talk about how people do successful things, not because they're passionate about it, but because it yields the desired results. It takes them to the life that they want to live. And then he shows how to solve real life challenges. He says, first you need to figure out how to make money. That will become your new passion. He explains that you just need to solve a problem people will pay you for, which is the nature of business itself. And that he then emphasizes how you need to take extreme responsibility for your actions, how you need to be accountable of everything that you do. So you must learn and implement something quickly and immediately so you can accelerate your results. So the moment you learn something, use it immediately so you can start seeing the results from it. And then he says, if you want to cut the learning curve, if you want to learn quicker and outcompete everybody else, Also, and that the funny thing is, he also mentions that if society says to do something, then do the opposite of what's popular. Which is now he's setting you up. He's setting you up to think, oh, okay, so he has the answers. He has the answer for the problem that he created for you, and now he's gonna give you the solution. So his ideas immediately goes into creating a minimum viable business. So just create a simple business that requires minimal resources to reduce risk and make it easy to get your first $1,000. And the example that he gives is, ask businesses in your neighborhood to take pics because most people look for them anyways. So they might as well look they might as well look presentable to increase profit. And he states there's two options that you can either learn content for free on YouTube, which is the slow way to success, or you can join his online learning platform, which was Launchpad, to access coaches which will accelerate your success. Now he's just hard selling from this point. And not only does he hard sell, he then gives them a special offer, and he lists out the different business models that Launchpad was selling and says that it usually costs about $99 a month. But if at the time of the video, if you watched it, he would have got you in for $37 per month for just watching the video today. And he then mentioned he doesn't know when he's going to stop the offer, which is a typical thing everyone else likes to say, because you're adding scarcity and you're adding urgency and which is a typical thing that everyone likes to say, because you're adding urgency. You're creating that urgency for people to opt in right now before the price skyrockets, which is literally by 300%. And then he mentions how you're gonna struggle, how being successful is honestly, it's a struggle. It's not guaranteed. That the only thing guaranteed in success is struggling. And then he mentions how struggling is guaranteed when trying to be successful. Whether it be with family, finances, or relationships, it's absolutely necessary for all areas of life if you're striving to succeed in them. And then for his second channel, Iman Gadzhi Unscripted, it's literally just a bunch of life vlogs. Literally, this channel is meant for you to get to know him, to make him look like a real person, and to show him his, part of it is also to show him his rags to riches story. And now he shows you the success. And then as you watch these videos, he puts that hope inside of you that yes, you too can eventually live a life just like this. Like, this is not impossible, that anyone could do this. And that a lot of these videos, he just talks about it. He also gives free value as he's living his life. And not only is he giving you encouragement, but he's also giving you tips on how you can do this, and how the average man doesn't have the knowledge that the ultra rich have, and that I'm giving you the knowledge that you can only get when you're at this level. And then in his Iman Gadzhi business channel, he's targeting already hyper successful businesses generating about $20,000 or more per month. And then he's telling them how you can take that to the next level. He's giving them tips, giving them free value, and he's trying to get them into a separate offer for them. And then this is the nurture funnel he likes to use. So in this specific video, the lazy 80-20 model to scale your info business fast, he talks about how you're in the info middle class, how if you're only making $20,000 per month, that you're being limited by limiting beliefs, and especially in your offer, and that he's just trying to sell you onto his 8-figure launch model and how he can help you scale your 20K business to beyond that, to even $100,000 per month. And then the part of the free value he gives is that in his video, he talks about YouTube is now in easy mode for info business owners, how business owners should make YouTube work for them, since right now it's promoting smaller accounts, which increases the likelihood of attracting qualified clients, and small YouTube channels can easily generate big dollars, like a significant amount, because now you're targeting ICP that can afford your high ticket services. And then in this video, he likes to do heavily edited videos, and he also does a mixture of raw content. So you get a mixture of both worlds. And over here, he just talks about how to make money with a small, he doubles down on the idea how just having a small YouTube channel as a business owner You can generate significant profit if you have the right ICP and the right guide. And then the call to action for this video is for his 8-figure license offer, so you can work with his team if you are part of his ICP generating the $20,000 or more per month. And then not only from his YouTube channels, he uses other people's channels by participating in different podcasts. Like you can easily find a whole bunch of podcasts. You just like literally Iman Gadzhi is like everywhere. He's trying to talk to all the top people. And then, so he not only has his fans, he then also has the fan bases of other successful creators as well. So he's literally attracting people from all around the YouTube spectrum, all around the YouTube business world. And yeah, that's how that's a big reason he's generating so much revenue, and how he's been able to take his traffic, nurture them, and generate more money. And actually, this is how critical Iman Gadzhi takes his YouTube channel. He literally said this: take away my stocks, take away my real estate portfolio, take away my companies. If you leave my YouTube channel, I know I'll be a multi-millionaire for the rest of my life. That's truly the power of YouTube when you do it correctly. So that is how much confidence he has, and why you need to emphasize on building your own YouTube channel. Because if you can master the craft, which my team helps you do, we'll make sure that you'll be seeing some explosive numbers in your revenue. But not only YouTube, he also uses his TikTok accounts. And right now, let's talk about his main TikTok account, because he's pretty much does a similar thing for all his other channels. What he's doing is that he uses his TikTok account to drive traffic to his YouTube and his Instagram account. So people continue to be nurtured. Once they get nurtured from the smaller clips, people watch the TikToks and, they get curious about him. And then they go on his YouTube and his IG funnels by just checking out their pages. And once they're in, they're then flooded with his content in their feeds. As they watch more and more of him, he starts popping up everywhere on their feeds. Like, it literally teaches the algorithm to show more of him, because it's his content that's keeping them on the platform. And not only that, it also introduces people to his other businesses and projects he's working on. Like, it also drives people to check out what WAP is and consulting.com. And then literally all of his content that he's generating, it's like an infinite loop. It feeds on each other, because it's not just YouTube. Like, he uses his TikTok to bring people to his YouTube and his IG. But even in his IG, like, if you just go on his story or check out his page, the moment you start going through his stuff, you're going to start seeing ads as you go through people's stories and even his own videos. He tries to get people's opinions to, build up the interaction. And not only that, he links other content on using his Instagram stories. And not only that, once you go through his pictures and you see his content, you see a piece of his life, because he owns, he's in charge of his Instagram account. So you see stuff there that you don't see anywhere else. People start, again, it builds that curiosity. They're like, who is this guy? I want to learn more about him. How is he able to do all these things at such a young age? It leads people to, as they seek him, they go onto his YouTube. And then once they're in their YouTube, his YouTube is like his main nurture machine. It's what drives them to even want to buy his products. And what's even more interesting, as you go through his IG account, all of a sudden you're going to be bombarded with his ads for his new products. You're going to start seeing him everywhere. And then as you spend time watching his content, getting to know, trust, and like him, you want to opt in for all his separate offers. And believe it or not, the whole point of this whole fun of having these funnels and nurturing is because of the 7-11 4 rule, where essentially Google did research, where I'm just going to boil it down for you. I'm going to hyper summarize it. Where once someone has seen about 7 hours of your content, or just seen an abundance of your content, they're going to know, like, and trust you. And that's all they need to come and buy stuff from you. Like, it's literally that simple, which is so critical. Why you need to, if you're not posting content and you're a business owner, you need to do it. I promise you, you're going to increase in revenue. You're going to increase the amount of people coming to you, and you're going to realize that you're going to have like your own funnel where you literally in your sleep, you're going to have people booking calls and wanting to work with you, because the content's 24/7. It keeps on going. And the beautiful thing about these IG ads is that it retargets people. Like, say they only saw your IG content like once. Don't worry, the ads are going to just keep coming back, because as they watch similar content as well, as in like other business content, it's just going to keep recommending your businesses, your services, because it's in alignment with what the viewer wants. Because the whole point of Instagram is to keep you on the platform, so they're just going to keep feeding things to you that are in alignment with your interests. Another way that Iman Gadzhi loves to nurture people is through his ads. They then get you to sign up for his webinars, and during these webinars they go on for 3 days. It's literally 3 days, and he's just giving you free value on how to make money, how to essentially build your own business in 3 days. And then just by signing up, also giving him all of your contact information, so he can then nurture you through emails, text messages, through all the ways. Basically, even when you're not on the platform itself, he's creating a funnel for you to always have your eyes on him. He's always getting to you one way or another. He breaks down the event. He creates FOMO. Not only FOMO, but he also creates a friction when before you sign up. So he makes sure that the right people are part of the funnel, because if you want people to buy your product, you want to make sure it's the people who can even afford your product and can even benefit from your product. And then he also brings up how if you partake in the funnel, because he's able to afford this, you'll be able to generate some high ticket prices, some high ticket products. Like Patek Philippe watches, Rolexes, Cartiers, like even mastermind tickets for him, so you can meet him live and in person. And he makes sure that this event is free. But what's funny enough is that not only is the event free, but he has an alternative offer that he upsells you for a quote-unquote VIP experience and then charges you to be a participant in that. And that's even more powerful, because once people already start investing money in something like that for you, they're more likely to continue to invest money into your other products as well. He also uses X, and the crazy thing about X is that so he has links through X. So like first, let's go through his posts. So his posts in general, they're generating about 130,000 views. Like, that's pretty insane. Not only 130,000 views, over 500,000 views just talking about his products. And he doesn't just talk about his businesses. He has links embedded into his posts. He also gives a lot of motivational content, which is, that's how he builds that trust with people. And that, they read his stuff, he gives motivational things. He gives them that hope that one day you can be just like me. And then he gives little pieces of sauce and, like 1 million views on his posts, which is real crazy. But not only that, he also posts about his own products, like his Big Day brand, which is full of, sweatshirts, energy drinks. It's a clothing line as well. And then, although these don't get as much views, these views actually matter way more. They're way more valuable eyes, because once they see the product, they'll immediately want to buy. They'll immediately be interested. Oh, okay, I like this guy. I support him. So why not, let me tap in. I see myself in that type of lifestyle. And he also loves to show that he's not just another millionaire. He loves to give back. He loves to show that he was once in a state where he was from rags to riches. So he just wants to give back with the wealth that he's been given. Now he's been able to generate for himself. So he even has links in all his posts, and even at the time, his bio, where he has a questionnaire. This questionnaire is literally used for market research. Like, he asks people if they're looking to build their own brand, to fuel their business growth, to increase their revenue. He asked them what part of the world they are in. He asked them, all right, how much money are you currently making? He then talks about, all right, what best describes your primary product or service? Like, he's really dialing in on his ICP right now. And then once he gets all this information, he creates a product specifically for them, which is the right way to do it. If you want to build a product, you get as much information about people that already have their eyes on you, and you just build a product around what they want. That's it. Like, don't build a product for a specific group if you don't even know what the group wants. First, figure out what the group wants and then build something for them. And that's how he's able to generate so much revenue. And then not only that, once you lock in and give him your contact info after finishing the questionnaire, you're going to just get more nurturing from his email. Now you're just part of his funnel system. And he's just going to keep sending you emails and just going to keep nurturing you through there, through text messages, through whatever way he got your contact info. He also, although he doesn't really use it like much at all, he has a dead LinkedIn page. I think he's missing out over here. Like, if you're already conquering on the other platforms, you might as well conquer on a platform that literally has nothing but business owners on there. Business owners and career professionals. People who are already making a lot of money. And if you're someone who's selling high ticket offers or programs, this is literally an avenue that you can tap into, because not a lot of people are clicking into the LinkedIn game. And then on LinkedIn, he's just the same thing. He just gives free value. And what's interesting is the articles that he creates and the posts that he creates, they also have links that are embedded to his content that would then drive people to check out his other nurture sources, his other traffic. And that the articles will even, the links will even have like, would be funnels leading people to join his webinars. So for further nurturing, and not only that, he even had like newsletters where people can sign up and get even more nurtured. What this is, he's just giving out free value to further build that trust, so people get to know him, so people get to like him, and then as that, it's like bars. It's like he's building up their knowing, trusting, and liking of him. They'll want to buy more from him. He's literally covering all the avenues. And not only that, on WAP, he even has like content challenges for people where he gets people, where he pays, he offers an incentive for his audience to make more content for him. Like, he has his own Clippers team to get all this content out there, but he also recruits his own audience to build, to use WAP to generate WAP's revenue, which in return means more money for the people who are using WAP, which in return he makes content. He gets more content being made from his audience, and then he pays them a fraction of whatever he's already making from it. And now his audience is typically in the young adult or age range. So any money they make online, they get hyped up if they even make like $5 per video that they post, which is really insane. And he just keeps reinforcing that, hey, I'll help you make money. And not only that, he does it for free. Like, you can literally partake in this program for free. And all they're doing is just generating more traffic. And for someone who's never made money online, once you start generating money online, it changes your perspective. You're like, oh, I never did this before. I'm going to keep doing it. The crazy thing about his nurture funnel is that all of this is I'm going to reiterate, it's literally an infinite loop. Like, once you start at one source, it will eventually lead you to the other sources. And as you go through it, as you keep watching his content back to back to back, without you even realizing, you're going to become a fan of his. And believe me, you're going to be really interested in buying his product. And it's like, what's even crazier is that even like the VSL, even as something as simple as a VSL, if someone's even watching your content for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, trust me, they're going to know, trust, and like you just off of that. They're going to know, trust, and like you off of that. So if they can do it off of one video, imagine going through the whole funnel, through all these systems, and it all leads back to just building up your brand, building up your reputation, getting to know you, them trusting you, and then them eventually wanting to opt into your products. So what is Iman even selling to? So why is he building up this audience? Why is he building up this traffic and nurturing them? What is he trying to sell them? So right now, because he's recently acquired WAP, he's trying to get people to use WAP to build their businesses. But not only WAP, again, he has his Big Day brand. He's selling his energy drinks, it's fitness. It's also he also has his own clothing brand, and he even has his own glasses brand called The Hills. Where he has his hand in multiple businesses right now. And he promotes all of this via his lifestyle, via all his posts. But right now, his current product that he's selling people on how to build their own business is Monetize. And with Monetize, he's literally utilizing our current AI industrial age right now that we're in, where he's saying that he'll teach you how to use AI to build your own profitable digital product businesses. And not only that, on his page, I'm going to break down, honestly, his entire sales letter. Like, now imagine this actually. Imagine being nurtured from all of his content, from all of this. Imagine watching a VSL on his YouTube channel that was like an hour long. And then you go from there to then opt in to his webinar for more nurturing, so he can then get you to check out his new product. And then on this, imagine the YouTube, the webinar, and then you watch a shorter VSL that's like 4 or 5 minutes long on his page for Monetize. But not only do you watch the VSL, you also a video sales letter, for those of you that don't know what that is. And now imagine watching his entire page as a sales letter, and we're gonna break it down. So he immediately starts talking about how he's been able to generate $8.9 million in track sales from those who took their offer the last time he launched it, because I believe he does this in cycles, because right now it's closed. Yeah, right now this offer is closing, but he plans to reopen it later. That's why he's telling people to join the wait list, which is also builds up hype and FOMO, scarcity, urgency. He's literally checking all the boxes on how to hit people's different emotions to get them to opt into his offer. And not only that, he literally talks about how regular people who've joined his offer are now generating millions of dollars in less than 90 days. So he's even telling you how quickly that once you join the program, how much you can even make. And because people are generating money, he now has a lot of case studies, and he can call it a validated system because people have used it and they've generated certain sums of money. Like people generating $32,000, $4,000. Like, it's insane. And you know what's crazy about this? If you have case studies, it's the smartest thing you could do is just spam your sales page with it. Just even if it quadruples your sales page, just spam it, because it's going to be social proof. Is how people want to buy products. Like if you're on Amazon, what's the first thing you do? You check out the reviews for something before you buy it, because the last thing you want is buyer's remorse. Is you spending money and then feeling like it was a waste of money. And then he continues, like he keeps double downing on all the social proof he can get, where he tells you can be the next person to win. And then he breaks down your limited beliefs. He tells you that you don't need to be an expert, that you don't even need to show your face, that you don't need to have had any prior experience selling anything online, and you don't even need an audience. He's literally trying to tell you that you don't need any of the things that people tell you need to be successful, that all you need is a desire to even try, and that his systems will do everything for you. He then breaks it down even further on how he's gonna how the system works, and how it's gonna generate you money, and how it's basically step by step how he's gonna break everything down for you, make it super simple for you. Talks about the modules, how he has a super powerful formula that's going to help generate you like tons of revenue, help you build your business, gather your customers, and how to put it out there, get people to look at it. Essentially, he pretty much teaches you how to use the TNT method, how to build your traffic, how to nurture your audience, and how to get people to transact. He goes further in depth on how the program works and how everything you need is in the system. Like, it's already there. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Everything you need to build a business, he got it done for you. He even mentions how 90% of the work is already done for you because of the AI. And then he also, something that's also key, once you have a product, if you can offer bonuses, because people are gonna think, oh wow, this is already a great product. Now he's gonna offer me even more things, but that's gonna make this even easier for me and even make it more worthwhile the price. So he has all these different AIs that are just gonna do the work for him, and not only that, he also has his own competition. So if you join the program, as you're making money, he gives you the opportunity to even earn money before you even make money by being participating in these different competitions. To incentivize you to continue working on your business, he'll give you certain prizes in different cycles to motivate you to stay on the platform, keep paying that fee, that monthly recurring fee, so you can keep trying to build your business. And it's literally just an infinite loop. It feeds you. It feeds you to want to stay in the program. And he also tells you that you're not going to be the only one in the program. You're going to be surrounded by a community of people just like you who started from wherever you are and are making money now, making just money online in ways that you didn't even realize were possible. And not only that, he even gives you like a safety net. He tells you if you don't make your first sale in 60 days, that the team will individually review your product and distribution strategy. And not only that, you're gonna be supported no matter what, no matter where you are. You're gonna be supported. And then he goes more in depth about the prizes you can win. You could get a Patek Philippe, a watch easily. Well, at least, he at least makes it sound like it's going to be easy because of all the support you're getting. You're going to think it's easier for you to win these prizes. And these are not cheap prizes. So obviously, if you're a regular guy, you see Rolexes, Cartiers, like all these watches are like 20, 30, 50,000, even some of them $100,000. You're going to want to participate. And not only that, you get the opportunity to meet up with him potentially and at a mastermind. And not only that, he even breaks down your beliefs even more and gives you new beliefs, saying this is literally the easiest model ever by comparing it to other models that people would tend to offer. And he keeps reminding you that you don't need to be anyone special. You could literally be a nobody, and this model will work for you. And he'll even mention his other businesses in his sales letter, that he'll let you use this platform, encourages you, and teaches you how to use them so you can generate more money with his current offer. Again, he keeps emphasizing that anybody can do this from any walk of life, whether you are a business owner or not. You can make money off his platform. And then, of course, the smartest thing you could do is break down the cost of everything, how much it would cost individually, and then you would give a super crazy cheap price, where it's pretty much he essentially creates an offer, but he makes you feel stupid if you don't take it. Like, he's offering you all this stuff. This is how much it would cost normally, and then tells you, nope, you can do all this for, I believe the price was about $100 at the time, and when he launched this, he also promised an insane guarantee. So he removes all the risk for you, where he says if you don't make 10x your return on investment within a year, within the first 12 months, him and his team will personally work with you for up to 3 years, and that he even says that he'll take all the risk on themselves. Which it's actually insane, which incentivizes you to stay and pay the monthly recurring fee or the yearly annual fee for the next 12 months. So he got you locked in for the year. And then he'll even get you locked in for the next 3 years as well. And then, of course, you make sure you have all the questions that people constantly ask. So you can just deal with it now, deal with it immediately. You don't have to deal with it on the sales calls or anything like that. And then once people's doubts get answered ahead of time, then you don't have to deal with it. It's an easy close. It's an easy sell. So the secret to Iman's success is very simple. Iman doesn't build or manage any of his funnels that I've exposed here today. All he does is make content. He hired someone who was able to build out his entire back-end operations, which includes all of his funnels, his video sales letters, his copywriting, the landing pages, the mentorship communities, and most likely all his social posts, so that they could attract and convert more leads, because you need to convert people and do this in a very specific way. Like attention to detail is critical. And while he has someone take charge of all of that, he gets to relax all day, enjoy his hobbies, hang out with friends, spend time with his family, while still making millions of dollars. Like, if you just go through his page, he's literally just enjoying life, giving his mom the best life she could possibly live, hanging out, doing things that people wish they could do. Imagine being on your own private jet, playing the Nintendo Switch, playing video games, hanging out, enjoying cool experiences, being able to give back, hanging out with people that you care and love. And then the real secret here is that Iman concentrates on making content, because that's what he's good at and that's what he loves. And he has someone else handle his entire back-end operations, because that's what they're good at and that's what they enjoy. And that This delegation and teamwork is the secret to Iman's $100 million empire. Because, like, if Iman could take over the back end operations if he wanted to by himself. However, because now that's taking time away from making content and attracting the leads, the whole system's going to be absolutely destroyed, and he's going to be limiting how much money he can even make on his own. So, if you're a coach, an influencer, creator who loves making content, but would love to create or scale your own offer with a proven growth system that aligns your expertise with what buyers want and what scales, then book a free strategy session with me using the link in the description below to see how we can help you scale. And I promise you, it's not going to be some super salesy call. We're just going to look at your situation. We're going to see if there's an alignment there, if there's anything I can even help you with. But at the end of the day, I promise you, you're going to leave that call with more value than when you came in. You're literally going to have your own free personalized roadmap to success. If you found this video valuable,